Hello, I wanted to give a little update on the seedlings or seeds that I've been starting. There's a lot of little sprouts. So let me show you what we've got. All right, so the first seeds I started were Lysianthus, and they are sprouted, but they're dainty little tiny things, and they will probably stay pretty small still yet for a while. I started these very early January, maybe it was even like the last day or two of December, but most of the little spots here have at least 2 or 3 little green sprouts. So I'm just trying to keep a balance of not having them be too wet, but keeping them with enough moisture to keep working on growing their roots. You can see this little thing here is a sticky trap to try to, in case there's any fungus gnats, to catch those. I also have bought something this year called Gnatrol, Gnatrol. If you buy like a full-size bag of it, it's kind of pricey, but I did find on eBay someone that was selling it in a smaller package, so it was more friendly for me doing it at home. These are some of the onions that I've started. You can see that they are coming up and quite vigorous. I've got 3 or 4 different varieties. I've also got some a green onion variety, as well as some shallots, and there's more of that over here. So these 2 here were all started at the same time as the other ones. And my goal with these is to just have good, strong, healthy starts that can go out in my garden as soon as I get it built in maybe mid-March or so. Onions, my understanding is, should be able to handle that quite well. In fact, I also tried to start some last fall in my current garden bed, but I'm not sure I started them out there soon enough. So starting lots and lots inside. And then these are some eucalyptus. You can see these have just recently started sprouting up. So they're teensy tiny little baby little eucalyptus plants. I love eucalyptus, so I'm hoping to have that in my cut garden. And then I started quite a few violas to have. They're like pansies, same basic thing, for early spring planters to go on the porch. And then in here is, well, I can't see the tags right now, but I think these are some of the petunias that I started, but you can see some of them are sprouting up. I'll wait till everybody in here has some green that I can definitely see before I take this humidity dome off. I want to make sure that everything has germinated. That will. In here, you can see I've got quite a few, and boy, I'll tell you what, these are annual geraniums, the 5 of these that you can see the green sprouts. They sprouted up within just a few days. I just put a lot of these trays together a week ago today, and you can see these are already nice, healthy little seedlings. Almost all of them germinated. I have 1 or 2 spots where nothing has come up yet, but I put 2 seeds in each cell, so I will easily have plenty of annual geraniums for our porch pots. This is a second little collection of those shallot seeds that I had. I decided to go ahead and plant all of them because I really did enjoy using shallots. They're a little smaller than onions, but they can take the place of onion. So I went ahead and moved these over when it looked like things were germinated. I may have jumped the gun just a little bit, but I had a spot here that I could put, and I had something else that was needing a little more time under the humidity dome. And then, let me see. Yes, so this is the other side of those where you could see some in the back. These are all different types of petunias. I think this is another tray of varieties of petunias, and they haven't really done anything yet. So definitely keeping that humidity dome on here, making sure everything stays an appropriate level of damp. Here, I think is some more. I did a lot of different kinds of petunias. So you can see some of those are starting to sprout, but I don't have all of them yet. So keeping those in there. And then I've got 2 trays down here with mostly coneflowers and a few salvia varieties, and some of them have already started. And I also have some blue grama grass that I've started inside so that it can be a little bigger and healthier to put out into my flower beds to start adding some grasses interest. So we'll take a look at those maybe in another video when they've got a little more going on. This is all different types of coneflowers. There's a couple that have sprouted already in here, but we'll take a look at those when more stuff has sprouted. In here we have a few more different kinds of petunias and some lobelia that has gone to town. And lobelia, those seeds were teensy tiny, so I just sprinkled, and good gracious, I think they've probably all germinated, it looks like. So this humidity dome will be coming off very soon, probably within the next couple days, because I'm starting to see green in just about every cell. And then we don't want to leave the humidity domes on too long because you don't want to create too humid of an environment with your baby seedlings, because then you can get where they will could potentially dampen off, where they get kind of a disease or a fungus down the base of their stem. They'll look like they're going great, and then all of a sudden, boop, they just kind of wilt up and die. So you don't want to keep things too humid. That's why the humidity domes come off as soon as you've got everything germinated, and then you just watch your dampness level, your moisture level, to make sure everybody's getting what it needs to grow, but not staying so wet that you start to have things rotting or getting funguses. And so that is the seedling update for this week. Things are still growing, and I think today is such a beautiful, look how glorious it is outside. This is the very beginning of February, and it is just so pretty. So I think I'm going to head outside and do a little more perennial cleanups in my flower beds. So I hope you all have a wonderfully sunshiny day. Thanks for joining me here in Aunt Susan's garden inside for today.